This is Dr. Lam, founder of Dr.Lam.com. In our clinical practice, helping people with adrenal fatigue, one of the most frequent complaints is that they cannot fall asleep. But those people that do fall asleep have a tendency to wake up multiple times in the evening after maybe 2 hours sleeping or 3 hours sleeping, and they are not able to fall back to sleep anymore. Or they can, but it takes some time. Now, this phenomenon is called sleep maintenance insomnia, or what we call SMI. So typically, a person go to sleep, and then 2-3 hours wake up, and sometimes waking up with the night sweats, sometimes with heart pounding, sometimes with heart palpitations, or heart pounding I talked earlier, and sometimes with racing dreams, and it's very hard to go back to sleep. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then when they go back to sleep, there's frequent awakening again. Now, what are the physiological reasons for this to happen? There are several reasons. Metabolically, if your blood sugar is low in the middle of the night, this can happen. Number two, if you have a sympathetic system that is on overdrive, causing the body to be in a fight or flight response, then the norepinephrine, as well as the epinephrine that's released as a result of this HPA axis activation, can lead to the body being in an alert state. Now, this alert state usually is something that carries on from the day. So most of these people will have difficulty falling asleep to begin with. But eventually they do fall asleep because the body just gets so overwhelmingly tired. But after sleeping for a couple of hours, because the underlying neurological endocrine hormones are still being released and still activated, then the body eventually wakes up. And then when you wake up, sometimes, as I said, you have heart pounding. This reflects the norepinephrine as well as epinephrine effect from the sympathetic overtone. This is called, again, sleep maintenance insomnia. So if you have frequent awakening and you don't have structural problems like lung or airway obstructions that your doctors have cleared you from, the question is you have to ask why this happens. Usually a person goes into sleep and goes through various stages and eventually comes out during the daytime in the early morning as the cortisol rises. So another reasons for the sleep maintenance insomnia is a cortisol curve that's imbalanced. And sometimes we have to take the cortisol level at the middle of the night just to see how biologically the rhythm is disrupted. Most people think of sleep as an independent event that happened from, let's say, 10 o'clock in the evening to 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. But actually, that is a concept that needs to be modified. If you don't have a biological rhythm that is well balanced throughout the day, then it's going to have to flow through. Any imbalances, dysregulations will flow through into the night. And that is one of the things you have to look into as far as SMI. Having SMI, therefore, is a symptom of adrenal fatigue. And SMI is an opportunity for us to look into the reasons why you may be having this problem and how you can trace it to the root level, especially with regards to biological rhythm. Because once you understand this concept, then you will understand that by restoring the biological rhythm to its normal circadian balance, then oftentimes the SMI will resolve. Similarly, if the SMI, as we said, could be due to metabolic reasons, and if you're able to overcome the metabolic issues, then the SMI will eventually go away or reduce. So SMI is an important symptom. It's a symptom that allow us to investigate further, and I hope you can understand this concept. I've written many articles on this topic of SMI. For those of you who are interested to pursue more, go to my website, drlam.com, and then put in the search word insomnia or sleep. There are two articles that particularly come to my mind. One is called Sleep and Adrenal Fatigue Syndrome. Another one is called Biological Rhythm and adrenal fatigue syndrome, and both would be a good read for you to understand this topic more. I hope you've enjoyed this video. For more information on this topic, head over to drlam.com, where I have written over 1,000 articles to help educate people. You can also call me at 626-571-1234 for more information on adrenal fatigue and how to navigate it. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.